Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, 48-hour curfew imposed in St. Andrew North Division. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in the communities of Erie Castle and the Brooks Level Road in the St. Andrew North Division. The curfew will begin at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February 18, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. Thursday, February 20. The boundaries of the curfew are north from 19 Golden Spring Road, St. Andrew, with an imaginary line across Brooks Level Road to the intersection of Erie Castle Road and the Bowden Hill Road. East from the intersection of Erie Castle Road and the Bowden Hill Road to the intersection of Castle Drive and the Liscombe Avenue. South from the intersection of Erie Castle Drive and the Liscombe Avenue to the intersection of Stony Hill Road and the Seaview Road. West from the intersection of Stony Hill Road and the Seaview Road to 19 Golden Spring Road, St. Andrew. During the hours of the curfew, people within its boundaries are required to remain indoors unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. Man arrested after illegal exhumation of father's body. A St. Elizabeth man accused of illegally exhuming his father in Big Woods district east of St. Elizabeth has been arrested. His arrest came after last Thursday's revelation of the act by Councillor Dr. Carl White of the Jamaica Labour Party, Pedro Plains Division, at the monthly meeting of St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation in Black River. In regard to the removal of a corpse from a tomb in my division, concerned family members reached out to me because they were not getting anywhere with the police in terms of helping them to apprehend the suspect who is alleged to have moved the corpse or portions of the corpse, Councillor White told the meeting. The councillor said the family members were disturbed by the exhumation. He said there were two versions of what took place. One was that the man removed the corpse, while the other was that the skull was the only body part taken from the grave. White said he contacted the health inspector as the act presented a health risk, given that the body was buried in 2023. It was reported to me that he disclosed the location of the remains of his father, which would include the skull and other parts of the skeleton. I have been told that the remains are now in the possession of the Public Health Department and arrangements are being made for the remains to be re-entered, and the young man, who obviously needs psychiatric help, is being treated even while he is in custody, said White. I am happy that the police acted and the young man is in custody, being given the necessary help that he requires. The community is Big Woods, a little area between there and Newell. That is the community where this took place. The young man who is alleged to have committed the act is from Newell, but the burial of his dad was closer to the Big Woods community, he added. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police, Superintendent Coleridge Minto, told the meeting that he was aware of the matter, but was unable to speak with authority on it, and as such would contact his crime officer for details. Protest at Bethlehem Moravian College after student is stabbed on campus. Students of Bethlehem Moravian College in St. Elizabeth protested at the school Tuesday morning, calling for improved security and fencing at the institution. This follows the stabbing of a female student on Sunday. She was stabbed by an outsider who entered the college through an open fence. Director of Health and Safety at the college, Abby Jean Thomas, says students have been fearful since the attack on one of their peers. She wants the school administration to move with alacrity to prevent a recurrence of Sunday's incident.
What the students need as women and as students who are paying to be here and pay to reside on campus and on the dormitories, we need protection in the form of fencing. The campus is too open. You may enter the premises via any bushes you see on the perimeter. So if fencing was something that was being prioritized from the beginning, say for example 8 years ago, if money was being put aside for fencing, and if this is something that was being approached from the beginning, we would at least be halfway, or say 3/4 of the way. So my problem is, this is 10 stabs too many. And how far do us as students have to go to see a change?
Albert Corcho, the institution's principal, said the security has been strengthened at the institution since the incident. He said additional security personnel will be employed.
That have asked us to beef up security. We have actually done that. Since yesterday, we have actually employed one person already. Another person will come in, two will come in tomorrow, and they will be situated on the dormitories. We will now have 24 hours. The night is okay because we have been covered, but now what we are doing is bringing in the security during the day to make sure that as best as we can, our students are secure. As I said, security. Well, currently we have roughly about 8 to 10 security guards on the compound. In the night, each dorm has their own. We have 3 dorms. What we're doubling those numbers. So we're bringing in 3 additional persons.
Police called as the JLP and the PNP supporters clash at the Portmore parish talks. A public consultation over the move to make Portmore into a parish ended prematurely on Tuesday evening as the supporters of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party and the opposition People's National Party verbally clashed at the city municipality's headquarters. The police were called to restore order. The issue has grown intensely partisan. "Shame on you," a group of PNP supporters shouted at Alonda Terrelong, the JLP Member of Parliament for St. Catherine East Central constituency, which includes sections of Portmore. He was earlier heckled by PNP supporters while addressing a resident's question. A video also shows PNP Mayor Leon Thomas grabbing a yellow placard from a woman. The event was organized by the municipality. The JLP's Robert Miller, the MP for St. Catherine Southeastern, was also at the meeting. Last week, the government used its majority in the House of Representatives to approve a bill to make Portmore into Jamaica's 15th parish, formally severing it from St. Catherine Parish. The opposition strongly opposes the move, claiming it's an act of political gerrymandering to secure Terrelong's seat, strengthen the JLP's chances in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, and undo unfavorable results from last year's local government elections. The change would end the direct election of Portmore's mayor, effectively ending Thomas's tenure. Councillors from Portmore would also no longer sit in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, which is currently controlled by the PNP. If the Labour Party think it will go so, we are going to block up the whole of Jamaica and take it to the street because the wishes of the people must be observed, declared Dr. Dayton Campbell, the PNP's General Secretary, at a party meeting on Sunday. He has accused the JLP of using Parliament to steal the elections. The government has rejected the allegations, insisting that the move is to give effect to the wishes of the residents of Portmore. It is clear that the PNP feels that if they are not the ones who are doing it, then it ought not to be done, and we are not going to be distracted by any mischief and the propaganda that they are making about the government's decision, argued the local government minister Desmond McKenzie, who piloted the bill in the House. In November 2023, JLP MP and the then Cabinet Minister Everald Warmington argued that the expected boundary shift in Portmore would create a stronghold for the JLP in Terrelong's constituency. When we take Portmore off of St. Catherine, it is a different ball game. It means that under no circumstances PNP can ever win the St. Catherine Parish Council again. Never again, he said. The Portmore Parish Bill proposes to exclude the communities of Lakespen, Grange Lane, Lime Tree Grove, and the Quarry Hill, all areas of the Portmore Pants Division in Terrelong's constituency. We have the boundary that we wanted all along, he said. Political boundaries are determined by the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, on which both parties have representatives. Former Director of Elections Oretta Fisher said he does not anticipate any changes before the general election due by September. The Portmore bill is to be debated in the Senate next. 10 persons of interest named by Kingston Western Police. The Kingston Western Police have listed 10 individuals as the persons of interest who may assist with ongoing investigations in the division. They are to report to the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch immediately. They are Nicholas Wilbert Coke, otherwise called Wilbert; Ted Berry, otherwise called Bads or Kong; Orlando Sparks Edwards; Romaine Rumbar Wright; O'Shane O.B. Cooper; Rand McFarlane, otherwise called the Engine, Jason Laser Campbell, Kemar Miller, Troy Rogers, and Jermaine Balfour. The police say anyone with information on the whereabouts of these individuals is urged to contact the Denhamtown CIB at 876-948-6443, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.